Hey guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to Hearts of Iron number 4. We're of course currently playing as Sweden, or rather the... So as the Nordic Empire, we're currently of course engaged in a war with the Soviet Union. Now we have got a slight issue of manpower. So that's something we need to look into. So firstly, let's have a double check what we've got here. So that's of course our coastal defense. That is working okay. This is another defensive set of units I've got here. This one does not need to carry on with its orders. It was temporary. I was trying to basically figure out whether or not to select that terrain there as well. Skirmish, don't really need that, to be fair. It's really to do with the fact that it was really to do with the fact that I'm basically setting or trying to figure out what territories I should set as protected territories or not. Okay, so we got a few islands here. It looks at, well, maybe Ron Island here, I should say. The Soviets have put troops forward here. Okay, hold on. This guy, let him stay. In light of the fact that I'm already moving. There are other troops here along the border, but nothing major where I could basically get a breakthrough, except maybe here. If you look in here, you will see that there are some chance of being able to break through potentially. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So these troops are here, these are down here. We basically worked on Baku. We basically secured this last bit of terrain here. The Germans were working their way through it, but they were really slow. And that should have freed up lots of the German troops here as well. And they should really start moving. You should see already that they're moving along that train track here. There is another train track here. And unfortunately, there's no easy connection there. I might want to build a connection for them just to help facilitate that movement a bit more. Okay, and then up to there. Sweet. That should do the trick. I'll move that to the top, so at least that gets prioritized. At least there's a bit more movement of supplies and other stuff through that region. Unfortunately, the big supply hub is really here. So you will notice that these troops will be out of supplies. Supply hub here, that's great. Just the one here would be great to capture, but that's just across the river. Because it's across the river, it basically means that we cannot access it at this point in time. Right, Japan is not able to supply all the tires that we got on order with them. The Germans might be able to offset that. So let's get another order in with the Germans. Really the only imports that we're basically doing is oils and tires. Alright, look at this. This is going to be a quite successful bit of an enterprise. We push them back there as well. Hold on. They abandoned this position. They abandoned this position. Are they actually moving troops? There are troop movements taking place, but they're not towards this. Are they all moving back from here? It looks like. Okay, well, something to keep an eye on. Because that region really is low on supplies. And it will probably stay low on supplies, unless I'm mistaken. Okay, so they're attacking us. We're good in terms of defense there. Okay. Not too shabby. Okay. send one of them there and then push all the way into there and then to there.
Standing.
The other one I just push to there and then to there. That should at least give me most of that front line that we got here. And then there is another river here. As you can see, we already built another supply port here. Currently using ships to supply between those two ports because the train line hasn't been completed yet. We are at some point working on that train line. I'm sure we are. That is the train line from net. Why is that not there? That should really be at the top. It just saves us using the ships here. Not that the ships are in any danger of any sorts, but yeah. Right, so we got 8 new ships. Let's send 2 that way. We could send 2 that way, or 3 by accident. Okay. Then we can of course pick up these. Basically make that a full 17. And these as well. Okay. Should do the trick for now.
Standing.
Okay. Manpower is okay-ish. Not excellent, but it's okay-ish. Hold on. Why don't we push him into there? Make that one push into there. Why are we pulling back? I'm not sure. Okay, supplies, of course, can easily be an issue. As you will notice in certain circumstances already. Well, where are you retreating to the mountains, isn't it? So if we take out those mountains for you, make sure that they're no longer available. Okay, so these guys can reinforce that unit here. And if I'm not mistaken, they're located in Italy, or they were. They were. And the British have been pushed out of Italy. That's good. So, where have we still got invasions? Okay, so it's a bit of a mix, it looks like. They had front lines, those front lines are gone.
Order.
Okay.
Go. Order.
Okay, let's keep up the pressure here. Or generate pressure if possible.
Go. Go.
Okay. What do we got here? Fast tank design. So we can push into here. What does that do? Production efficiency cap is increased. Perfect. So we can really go down that middle line. That would be amazing. Yes, I'm happily going to accept those, whatever they are. But we're not going to go for that one. Nice. More convoys were destroyed. Here we will see that there is a lot more of that taking place. So engines number 4, which is 1944 design here. Now I can actually start working on the plane itself. As you can see, we're also working on the guided rocket principles here. Soviets. There must be supplies they're trying to get in, but why are they getting them from down here? Because they've got no more ports down here. They only got 1 port there. Maybe trying to supply that port there. That could be. That could well be. processing. More production of tires. Lots more victories there at sea. That's great. That sounds like there was another submarine that was launched. Okay, they're counter-attacking here. They're attacking there as well. They're defending nicely over here. So they got supply issues here, as you can see at that position. But the other seems to be in a lot better shape. But organization on most of these is relatively low. And again, we got supply issues here as well. And unfortunately, there's no supply hubs nearby. Is there supply up here? No. Okay. So those guys are up there, these guys are down here. Okay, let's just have a closer look at this. Yes, we're helping here in the defense. In reality, these troops all... I guess should move them back to, let's say, to here. And here, and here. Yeah, that should do. To pull back, because you're suffering losses there. There's no need for that. Well, let the Germans suffer the losses because they got manpower to spare. Right, more raiding taking place here. Again, more Soviet convoys being taken out. I do get to wonder, are they convoys coming all the way from over here to then push supplies to here somehow or another? I'm not sure. Build that rail connection here as well. That should go through relatively quickly. As you can see, we're still working, of course, more on here the refineries as well. This particular port is that down here, I believe, somewhere. Should come online soon as well. Okay. That is operating. We need to basically see what they can do down here. They're not going to be able to push through here because these units do get supplies. Even though they're suffering from attrition and such, they do still get supplies in. Oh, interesting. Sorry, are they having some success here in pushing through? It looks like it. Okay. Hold on. Why is this blank?
Uppfattat.
Oh, that's quite a deep one, isn't it?
Ja, befäl. Uppfattat.
Okay. Yeah. Supply is always an issue, no matter what. And as you can see, the coastline always helps with that.
Ja.
Okay, let's try to help out in that position as well. Because really, I don't want to be pushed back if I can avoid it. Okay, so that flank is gone. Okay, formation flying is come through. Air Force modernization. Saab will gain 1 in size. That's quite nice to see. Plus we gain some additional air experience. Archipelago harassment. I don't really want that. You can purchase Italian destroyers. Do I want to do that? Relatively quick one. This unfortunately will decrease our stability, so that's not something I want to do. Does this do? That gets me more fortifications. Enemy air support is reduced. Oh, that's actually quite interesting. 7 days to do. That is quick. Wow. Wow. Alright, so we're already size 8. We're going to go for an extra element here, it looks like. Do I want to do mine laying? Do I want to do this? I cannot do this because, of course, that's excluded because I don't have that one. Got this one already. I cannot do this one because that's excluded by that one. I can only go and push down this way. It's a bit silly, but okay, that's the way it is.
Uppfattat.
Okay, are all these troops really moving? They are indeed. The Soviets are putting pressure on us. Interesting.
Ja.
Where did they get the push from?
Uppställning.
Let's push you back at least in one spot. Really?
Ja, befäl. Uppfattat.
Okay, that goes on to there.
Uppställning.
Hold on. That's a tank unit that goes on to there.
I.
These guys at the moment don't have any direct orders other than maybe, let's say, go here. Yep. I'll have you moving again. Okay, naval results. More convoys destroyed. I don't want to go through all of those. Doctrines. We can go for the next one. This gives me more organization for my tanks as well as the mobile infantry. Okay. Then here we got naval. We can actually push this further. In the air, we can actually push that further as well, as you can see. Ground support we can push. Yep. Okay, so now it looks like we are in a position where we don't want to carry on with a fair number of this, really. I'll keep those for now. Okay. What's our production doing here? I suspect we've got a newer version. It says improved close air support. Aircraft. Okay, so I guess we put the new engines on there, which makes sense. Kind of like that design, so let's do that. Upgrade that. These we can of course also upgrade them. Or with the new engines. means they are faster, then we got potentially even a longer range, assuming that of course the engines do give you more efficiency.
Stelling.
Oh wow. Interesting. Must have gotten a push from somewhere. Okay, are they taking troops from down here and redeploying them elsewhere? Is that it? The Germans should have gotten extra troops. Well, actually, they got troops now on the border here. Border, well, the shoreline, I should say. They got troops here. They got troops here. Look at the Romanians. They basically are guarding their shores quite nicely. Wow.
Four.
Ah, infantry expert does help. Nice, get that on there.
Stelling.
Okay, we can reinforce that attack here. Okay, so one thing we are suffering from, like I said before, is supplies. That really gets to be a big issue. So I need to build a supply hub, let's say there. I need to then hook it up to the railway. Okay. If I move that supply hub to the very top. The associated railways. That should get me at least some alleviation of that issue down there. Still leaves me with a similar issue down here. Those don't need to be two, that can just be one. It's fine. If I keep these two at the top at least, that makes that a little bit simpler. Okay, so we're in 1944, like I said. Could have actually upgraded these as well, which actually helps a little bit, but I think the MPs firstly should be upgraded. Basically means I got less manpower I need to basically suppress the occupied territories. What does it say? Outdated equipment in production. Really still? But I fixed that just a minute ago, but apparently not. Okay, I'm using 30 out of 32. Okay. That means 29 out of 32 are available for production of brand new ships. Okay, makes sense. Looks like we were able to push them back there somewhat.
Stelling.
Not what I want. I want them to actually go down there and then attack. These guys, I want them to go down here and then attack. Okay, let's put a bit of counter pressure on them. Manpower is and stays an issue, it looks like. I could, of course, bring that up to that level, but that will reduce my factory output. This actually has already reduced my factory output by 10%, but this really reduces it significantly. There are a few options down the path of the Army's experience that we could potentially try to push for. Artillery attack, concealment, air safety. That actually gets me more air experience. Air experience gain. Okay, combined arms, motorized attack, mechanized, etc. Doesn't do anything for tanks themselves. This will reduce the recruitable population, but then I've got an option there to basically get women in the workforce, which will again increase the race for the bomb. Okay. Look at the number of units they stationed here. It's crazy. Wow. That's a total of 6 there. This is really terrain that you don't necessarily want to have. Okay. I leave gaps here. Why? Is that on purpose? Is that by accident? God knows. Let's try that.
Ställning. Håll ut, mannar! Håll positionen! Ställning.
Okay, let's stop that.
Ja. Uppfattat.
Okay.
Ja, befäl. Uppfattat.
Let's try to push them out of there.
Manöver.
Cool. I'm sure we must be able to do that.
Ja, befäl.
And the question is, how long is it going to take us? Okay. They're just trying to delay us? Is that what they're trying to do? I'm not sure. Okay, victory at sea. Look at that. Wow. I put these guys straight at the front line as well. Convoy rating. I'm sure I've got tons and tons of planes that I can... Can I sell them? I possibly can. I want to sell airplanes. I want to sell small plane. Add equipment to sell. I want to basically focus on my airplanes. These are interwar airplanes. I want to sell all of them. I don't need those old planes anymore. And there might be parties who might be interested in them. Wow. We even got some British planes. Huh. So these are relatively new. These are Norwegians, basic, improved, and ooh, we got lots of basic ones. Well, I'm not going to sell the improved ones. These are the basic ones, but those are close air support. We might be using them. Interwar carrier airframes. Interesting. I don't have carriers, so gosh, where they might have gotten that, I don't know. Okay, so these are lots of tanks. These are basic light tank chassis. Oh, I have these tanks in reality. So old, so outdated. Basic heavy tank chassis. Okay. How many convoys have I got? I got tons of convoys, as you can see. Where are these from? I'm not sure. Let's add more to the list here. Infantry equipment, 1 infantry equipment, 1 infantry equipment, 1. That's number 2. That is 1. That's 1, 2, 1, basic. Can sell some of that older stuff, like this one. I'd really like to just keep this to the basics. So that looks like an older truck design. I think I'm good for now. So let's have a look at what we can actually research instead now. We got all the bits on the torpedo already improved. On the airplanes, we could go for the cannons. Okay, we could go for the dive brakes. We got a substantial reduction on that already, so that's actually quite worthwhile. Okay, manpower. Yes, issues. Manpower. Did I have someone who could potentially give me more manpower? So this gives me more stability, political power. So let's have a quick look here. Research speed, no. Financial expert, no. No. Foreign minister, no. Recruitable population, but I lose 10% stability. Let's do that. That gets me that extra 2% that will help me quite substantially. At the same time, we do see that our stability has dropped somewhat. Something we can work on, but at least we get a bit more manpower in, which should be good for us as well. Okay, let's push them out of there. They think they keep us busy, well, we can keep them busy.
Manöver. Ja. Ja, befäl. Uppfattat.
Okay. Construction is ongoing. If we now look at our supply situation, it's far better here than it was before. We do see that we got a bit of an issue here with these supplies. There's not enough supplies coming through here. Okay, so that's level 3. That's level 3. We're currently pushing supplies into there. Okay, so that is the line between Murmansk, is it? Let's get all these train lines done here as quickly as we can. That's overstretched, as you can see. Supply connection from capital is at 8. And we got an demand for 16.2. Okay, so that of course means more upgrades needed. This one needs to be upgraded. That one needs to be upgraded. That one needs to be upgraded. Okay, so is there another issue along the way somewhere? Potentially. That's already a level 5. So if I bring that up to 5 as well, and that up to 5, and that up to 5. So 5 already. Those are all 5s. Oh, the Soviets lost more convoys. Oh well, things like that can happen, of course. Into there then. Okay, these troops I kept back for a while. There's some manpower issues. These guys here, I really want to leverage them somewhere where I got enough supplies. Now up here we have got enough supplies, they don't. Attrition is hitting them heavily. As you can see, we suffered about 500,000 in terms of losses against the Soviet Union. How are we doing in the occupied territory? We're using the local police force. We're using, of course, the MP garrisons I created, 10 of which we got in the Soviet Union. We do see that basically the average resistance is only 10%, which is not too bad. Compliance is at 12.8%. Yeah, okay, pretty decent. Okay, so I might want to say, let's do a small invasion from here into there. We don't need to have as many of them signed there as we see at the moment. Okay, assign 2 of them to that. And these troops.
Ja, befäl! Uppfattat! Uppställning!
Let's get them all to at least go there by train. It's a supply hub already there. But pretty decent connections. More train building taking place. You see, this number is slowly growing, really slowly. Birger Furgard. Yeah, I might want to get rid of that guy later on, but for now I think he's my solution to my manpower issues. Beneath, sticks and stones. Of course, they don't break any bone. At least that's the saying. Right, so what do we see here? Could we potentially push them back from some of these positions? Maybe.
Ja.
Let's see what we can get done here. The shorter we can make the front line, the better. That position is suffering quite substantially. Could we up there? Possibly.
Håll ut, mannar! Håll positionen!
What we're going to do, we're going to reposition to there, away from here. Okay, hold on. So what we're going to do, these guys, we're all going to set them to go to there. fly up right next to them, or actually right on that spot, so that's fine. Here, once we've done this one, where was it? Yeah. Mobilization of society. Weekly stability. Well, that's not good, is it? Which grants weekly manpower, defense, weekly war support reduces as well. But that's for 180 days. That's why it's quick. And explains itself, doesn't it? Modern tactics, modern warfare. Yeah, we could do that. Gets me that little bit of extra land experience that we could potentially need. Or almost definitely would need, but okay.
Uppfattat!
Did they get pushed out or not?
Ja, befäl! Uppfattat!
Okay. Trucks. Have I got a shortage of trucks, really? No. Got no shortage of trucks, nor have I got a shortage of ships in any way or form. Nordic Empire is doing pretty okay, I would say. Build anything extra here? Yes. Build some of these launch sites. Even make it double in some of those positions. But expensive, 6,400. Yeah, that is not cheap. That most definitely is not cheap. Military factories. I can build more here. Wow, look at that. I can build a ton of them in there. Karelen. Oh, we're not going to blow up the mines, that's for sure. I don't know why they keep on suggesting it every time. As if that's a sensible thing to do. Yeah, let's just blow up some mines. Anti-tank, anti-air, always good. We're not going to sign a non-aggression with you because that's got a detrimental impact upon certain factors other than that. Like stability. Okay, I'll come back to there shortly. Here, I'll put some of my airframes, basic small airframes. And I'll tell them to go over there. And tell them to go over there. Should be able to get full control of the skies there. Who controls this? Interesting. Have we got any airfields here at all? I don't see any airfields. Interestingly enough. Okay, so let's build a triple one there. Airfields are really easy and cheap to construct. Okay, more refineries coming online as we speak. In terms of imports, here you see that we are importing a fair number of tires, which we no longer need to import. From Siam as well. Okay, bye-bye and thank you. Okay, so Portugal, yeah, we don't need that anymore. Germany, nah, we don't need that anymore. particularly Hungary. Guys, you are really not delivering much. Or Germany and Portugal and whoever else we were importing from. We are self-sufficient by now. Okay. Still a number of those on the production line here. Put those in that line as well. What can we now choose to put onto here? We got everything in this section here already. 1944, nothing new to put there. Here, of course, we could actually add a new engine. Aircraft construction, there's a new element that we put onto there. We could, of course, go for the jet engine. Why not? It's a pity that you can actually not choose your Mayo for that. Or maybe there are Mayos, but not in the list of... Ooh, that's a few more than I actually expected there to be.
Ja, befäl! Uppfattat!
Okay, can I add them to that line? Oh, they are my troops. They're not enemy troops.
Ja.
Oh. Okay, I can, of course, ship them back here straight away. Don't need that line anymore. Huh. The island is ours! Yes, you can buy stuff. Of course you can buy stuff. No problem with that. It's outdated equipment, but if you want to use it, then go ahead. No problem with that whatsoever. Ah, look at that. Cool. So... we're going to fly in this region here with these planes. Okay, it does say there is a promotion. Why not? Infantry equipment. That is nice. Okay, what can we do here? We got that one already. That gets me an additional cost element, doesn't it? Defend. Art attack, reduction cost 5. That is not too bad. Yes, it does add up. But it's not such a major thing. Wow. That is really nice to see. Okay. The Navy is doing pretty amazingly. Okay. These new ships, I need to distribute them somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Okay. 1. Okay. 1, 2. Maybe there's 3. Okay. There's some more there as well. Nice. Some of these could potentially do with some reinforcements, but we'll cover that later. No losses as such here yet, which actually is nice to see. Even though the airfields are here, they seem to center around that region for some bizarre reason. I would like to build another airfield on the edge there, but I cannot. So if we look at what's happening in the air here now, we're dominating the air. Our air defense is lower than their air attack. Okay. Our average air attack is higher than their air defense. Okay. So we're working with intercepting their stuff. That's good. So could I boost that further? We got a decent number here already. And now we're actually working on reinforcement. Okay. got a good stockpile of that stuff already. Looks like I got a good stockpile of tanks now as well. Hold on, if I look at that production here, could I use this to... I can upgrade the older ones. Not a bad idea at all. If I do this, I'm also going to upgrade the Saab B-17s, which I don't want to do. Okay. Nice. So we finished this bit of research. I could go for this one. Anything else here? Go for a bigger fuel gain per oil, but I can also say I want to get more to the refinery. More ace promotions, okay, nice. Doctrines in the air. Yeah, why not? Right, sub. Let me have a look at that in a moment. This one first. I've got that one already. I've gone for that one already. I chose that one earlier. Air attack, ground attack. Max speed, max agility. Air attack, agility, max speed. Fighters. Hold on, cancel, hold on. Close air support specialist. Fighter specialization, multi-purpose. Okay, let's go for the fighter specialization. Looks like we're able to grow that even further. Okay, focus. We've just done this one, so we can actually expand our university. Get an extra research slot. I'm not sure if we're going to need it, but we can do this. So we're kind of, yeah, a bit between a rock and a hard place at the moment. Let's keep the production as is for a little while before we decide to upgrade that. Nice. Doctrines available. Even a land-based doctrine, that's nice. All infantry gets a recovery rate increase as well as an organizational increase. And planning speed is also increased. That is really nice to see. Naval bombers. Do I want to keep that? Can I remove the air wing? Yeah, I can do. Fine, thank you. Okay, anything we can do here that would be of some help. This one position is interesting because they're on our side of the river. Got so many troops over here, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But that kind of prevents us from going further in that direction there. Okay, so the Germans are still fighting down here. Did they push further into there? I think, yeah, potentially. That's a new acquisition they've made. We look at the war here. Let's forget about the Allies for now. They're standing at 84%. Okay. If we could somehow help them, that would be great.
Uppfattat!
That section's not going to move. This section could potentially move. Okay. Ah, another infantry expert. Is that making sense? Yeah, that would make perfect sense.
Uppställning!
24, 23, and 23. I do want to recruit 2 units of infantry.
Ja, befäl! Uppfattat!
Okay, they're pulling back. At least one of the 2 units is pulling back. We do get some supplies coming in, but it's not a majorly big amount. That's still overstretched, it says. Interesting. We'll have more railways that I'm kind of skipping. I do. I finished that already? Rockets yet? Am I still researching the rockets? I don't see them being researched at the moment, but okay. There's capacity 0 out of 100, so I guess we're going to get them shortly, but we just don't have them as of yet. Still the same issue here. Yeah, we get lots of the older planes being sent up into the skies, as you can see. Add some further equipment into here. That's equipment 1. Could sell that as well. Equipment 1, equipment 1, equipment 2, equipment 1, 1, 1. Why have we got this? I don't know. Just for fun, maybe. Yeah, why not? Then we got more infantry equipment. 1, 1, some French ones. Okay, let's get rid of that.
Uppfattat!
Okay, so this one should see supplies coming through. Potentially push them back from there. Just get the organization up here. It does say something about supplies being an issue here, but we'll see whether that stays the case or not.
Order!
29, perfect. Pushed into there. Okay.
Ja, befäl! Uppfattat! Ja. Manöver!
Okay. Let's not throw away troops unnecessarily. They're not cannon fodder. They are useful elements of our army. Doctrine, again, the air seems to be going really, really well. It would be amazing if I could convert points from air into land or vice versa. Look at the number of troops they got here. Wow. Our air defense is higher because they don't have any fighters there. We got lots of fighters, they only got bombers, it looks like. And it's a decent number, actually. Doesn't tell me what nations they're from, but okay. Look at all these units here. They're really comfortably here, toasty here. Just getting their supplies in when and if and when they're needed. Do I want to build a supply hub here, or do I want to be a bit more conservative by putting it a little bit back from the border? I think this would actually be quite interesting to put here. Let's see how that turns out. Due to complete in November. Yeah, okay. Well, better November than not at all. Okay. New tank engine, so we can of course upgrade the armor here as well. Slow going, but it is going. It is going. I know I'm producing outdated equipment. I'm aware of that. I'm doing that kind of on purpose. Then again, this is the improved. I got the advanced one here already, as you can see. Special modules. I can actually add my turret brakes into there. Also have the upgrades there. I got my cannons. The only CAS equipment I got at the moment is those cannons, isn't it? Okay. We got the advanced one that I can switch over to. It's a big reduction there, but okay. For the fighters, I'm gonna keep it where it is for now. I kind of need some of that production there. I guess that icon says we could actually upgrade this. Trucks. Yes. And then I can work on actually converting all of these, I guess. The Fixie is a lot quicker. Thank you, I appreciate it, but no, I'm good for now. I need more aluminum, interesting. I did not expect that to be the case. Resources. Where's our aluminum coming from? We got some here. Okay. We got aluminum there, which is already seen to, it looks like. We got more there, and we got more there as well. That seems to be it. Interesting. Ah, they got aluminum here as well. Okay. Or aluminium, however you want to call it. Either will work. People will typically know what you mean. Okay.
Ja, befäl! Uppfattat!
78, 79, 80. Yeah. Troops are not that bad, are they? So. if I were to modify this, and actually, can I add a ranger or something like that to there? No, right? Do I not have rangers? What I should do? It does say ranger. Interesting. Mountain combat width is reduced. Defense is increased. Pushing back quite nicely here. So the available width for us. Oh wow, okay.
Standing. Uppfattat!
Okay, we're all up here at the moment. Yes, I'm happy to sell the tanks back to you. Thank you. More air doctrines available. That completes the tree pretty much. Do I get a bonus for that? That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Getting a bonus for completing a tree. Suffering from attrition here, but so are the Germans.
Manöver. Order.
Okay.
Ställning.
Let's push into there properly.
Order.
More attacks taking place here. Alright, you want to buy fighters, okay. You want to give me some total equipment, okay. More aces, always welcome. Nice to have you on board. Look at this. And that is actually moving. Look at these guys here. Their attrition's been so bad that they're being forced to pull back.
Ställning.
Look at this, 84, because they're so low. That means I no longer need a unit there in reality. I do need them here, but not in either of those two anymore because they're no longer frontline provinces.
Uppfattat. Ja.
Let's have a look here.
Manöver.
Doing so poorly there.
Uppfattat.
Right, let's have a look here. My MPs are done and upgraded. I can upgrade this. Watch the Volvo units. Yeah, it's always welcome.
Manöver.
Can I push them back from there? Yes, I can. Okay.
Ja, befäl.
Why not?
Uppfattat.
Unless again I compromise my own situation, but I don't think that will be the case.
Order. Ja.
78, not bad. Should flatten out the lines here a bit.
Manöver. Ja.
Okay, 89.
Manöver.
We can of course reinforce that further.
Manöver.
14. Let's keep an eye on that number there. Because in the past that's been a bit of a detrimental number.
Fortsätt.
Dropping as well.
Fortsätt. Framåt mannar. Fortsätt anfall.
Okay. Small gains. That is nice to see. Okay, so where do we stand at the moment here? We got 17% going towards civilian consumer goods. Okay. I can survive that, I guess. I'm sure that by now there is a heck of a lot more here that we can basically see. Right, let's get this list up. So how are we going to transfer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that one there. Top. Nice. Mechanized models, motorized rocket, Air Force modernization. Air doctrine cost reduction, yeah. Quick one.
Ja. Uppfattat.
Okay, let's see how far we can push these guys here.
Manöver. Ja, befäl. Uppfattat. Uppställning. Ja. På.
Okay.
Fortsätt, fortsätt, fortsätt. Uppfattat. Understödjande eld. Flankningsmanöver.
Let's flank them there if we can.
Order. Framåt mannar. Fortsätt anfall.
Okay. We need to take out more of their terrain. Oh, yeah, of course I got a new research slot. Oh. Let's get the new artillery researched. Newer, maybe I should say, not new, but newer.
Uppställning. Ja.
Okay, let's shrink this down a bit.
Ja. Uppfattat.
Okay. On the defensive.
Ja, befäl. Uppfattat.
Holding the line. land warfare section is pretty nicely.
Uppfattat. Ja. Ja.
Okay.
Manöver.
I'll leave them that little bit for now. We can deal with that in a moment. Yes, we can.
Manöver. Uppfattat.
These troops are right here.
Uppställning. Order.
Yeah, let them do whatever they need to do for now.
Manöver.
They really created a nice little bit of a pocket here.
Uppfattat. Ja.
Okay.
Manöver. Uppfattat. Ja, befäl. Uppfattat.
Let's cut them off from that supply line.
Order.
It'd be great if we could do that. I think that this is a key supply line for part of this region here, but of course they got a second line there at Kazan. If we can take a pocket here, that would be amazing. Where's that current capital? Where's that capital? I don't know. They moved their capital somewhere else. I'm sure they did, but where? Is that the capital? No. 10 point. 10 point. 3 points. Not too bad, those 3 points.
Uppställning. Ja. Uppfattat.
Okay.
Ja. Uppfattat. Ja.
Push, 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 push.
Uppfattat.
Push for that as well. And this one.
Ja.
Okay, so we're making some progress down here. Up here, nah, not really.
Uppfattat. Uppfattat.
Progress is an entirely different animal. Okay, 74, okay.
Gå. Manöver.
That would be nice to be able to say yes, we're making more progress here as well.
Gå.
Which at the moment clearly we are not. What's happening? Have we come online with this one? Almost. It's still under construction for another few days, I think. 29th, and that's on the 30th. Then we should get a lot more supplies flowing through here. That is really nice to see. Here, etc. Right, improve the engine there. Nothing we need to do there at the moment. I think what we need to do is we need to call it a day. We're 1944. We are making better progress against the Soviets than we did in the previous episode. Building a lot more supply networks where we can. Oh, I could have done that, could I not? No, I could not, because it doesn't have an sea connection. Even though it's got this big lake here, it's not considered to be a sea, so it cannot build a port. Really? Okay, well, that's the way it is. So guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We will see you, of course, in the next one. Looking at our nice Nordic Empire here. Anyways, have a good one. Bye-bye.